have a confession to make. When I first moved to Florida, I wasn't all that happy. How is that possible when being surrounded by beaches, the Gulf of Mexico, and such beauty, you ask? Well, see, that was the problem. I was spending a lot of time at work in an office with emails and meetings, and not on a beach where whelks are office supplies and my conference room is covered in seashells and sand. Now, I was not about to let my disappointment get the best of me, so I decided to give myself a beach job running this YouTube channel. And today I invite you to come along on this little adventure to Cayo Costa, where the agenda is beachcombing and appreciating your surroundings, and there will be no PowerPoint, but I do have a great video to share with you. So our adventure today is going to be over on Cayo Costa, but we are going to need to take a boat to get there, and we are going to be accompanied for a little while by this bottlenose dolphin. Now, bottlenose dolphins do primarily eat fish. They eat up to 6% of their body weight in fish per day. Now, this little dolphin didn't really hang around too much, but don't worry. At the end of the video, we're going to see dolphins playing. It's going to be so fun. And there were so many other little critters that we are going to get a chance to get a little meet and greet with. Now, seashells, I got you covered there too. We are going to find a whole bunch of seashells, including one particular one, brand new one that I've never seen before, and a special guest appearance by this Jenni. I will tell you all about that. And we're going to see a house completely covered in seashells. It is going to be such a fun day out on the water in Florida. And if you're ready to see what all is out there for us today, let's go to the beach. Today's adventure will be over on Cayo Costa, and I am getting there with my friend Jenni, Captain Jenni from Flipside Charters. Now, Captain Jenni and I at this point are friends, so I cannot even begin to tell you how awesome this day is going to be to hang out with my friend on one of these islands as we go exploring. Now, I didn't even get my feet onto the sand yet, and look at this crown conch. Now, we know this is not a true conch, and I am going to try to pause because I want to show you where its head is. So right about here, okay, right there, that little thing there, that's its head. And you have the siphon. So the siphon is what's coming out of the front or the anterior part of the shell. And you can see its little antennas on its little head under there. Oh, you can kind of see it poking out again. Now, these critters will eat pretty much anything that they can get their mouths on. They'll eat dead stuff, live stuff, whatever stuff, algae. They'll eat anything. Kind of like the vultures of the sea. So this is one of a couple of live crown conchs we'll see. You can totally see its little head there. Oh, it's so cute. And big too. I mean, this probably a rather old. How old? I don't know. I would be guessing. I mean, I could say 5 or 6 years, but I would absolutely be guessing. Oh, that's fabulous. So our second critter, actually, because we've already seen a dolphin. This is an egg cockle. You can see a little bit of the coloring on it, and I picked up a weathered one. We'll leave the weathered one. We'll hold on to the one with a little bit of coloring on it. And I can't wait to see what else is out there. So we have another live crown conch. So again, the animal poking out, that black thing coming out of the front, that's called the siphon. That's another one. I have seen a picture. Okay, so that's a giant Atlantic cockle and a broken banded tulip. I'd seen a picture of a little girl holding a crown conch. The thing was like the size of a softball. It was huge, and I thought, that can't be real, but I don't know. That other crown conch was pretty big. Look at that. That is a big lettered olive. Oh, that's cool. All right. Excellent. Oh, I can't wait to see what's going to be on the Gulf side. So I'm really kind of on the bay side of the island at this point. Another And this one was so big. I just wanted to show you. Look at how big it is. Oh, it's massive. And their bodies are really that black and white. So that's the body of the animal. Yeah, I think they're so cool. Beautiful shell. Well, at least the color is. It might even already be, nah, it's probably not pitted yet, but you can see there were some barnacles. I thought it'd be a good idea to hang out here. So that is another, that's a huge crown conch. All right, and there's Captain Jenni. So here we are, we've made it over. It's so pretty. So this is the very south end of Cayo Costa. Oh, yeah, that was pretty. This is pretty too. Okay, that's a bay scallop. So there's quite a few little shell piles here. Oh my goodness. Hello, moon snail. Oh. So that is a moon snail, is specifically we call it a shark eye. It is, yeah, it's not perfect, but boy, look at the size. It's awesome. Awesome looking shark eye. Oh, another, now this is another, that's a bay scallop. It's beautiful color. That's also a bay scallop. You didn't turn out so, yeah, that is just gorgeous. Okay, a banded tulip. Always fun to find those gastropods. So we have bivalves, which will be like a scallop or your leucines. Then you have your gastropods, which are just one shell, like the Florida fighting conch. This would be a bivalve, Florida prickly cockle.
Oh, that's gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, there's so much. And this, I do admit, it can get overwhelming. So Captain Jenni just popped over and said, would you look at this gorgeous shell? And yeah, that is a beautiful lightning whelk. And another moon snail. But that really dark lightning whelk is gorgeous. It's kind of fun to go shopping with somebody else, go shell shopping at the beach. So that is a Atlantic giant cockle. Yeah, they're really, really grown on me. I think that they're beautiful. On the outside and on the inside. The interior colors also can be really beautiful. Pinks and purples. Oh, look at that scallop. Just kissed by color on the bottom. Oh, that's pretty. And another moon snail. Yep. Another moon snail. All right. Okay, there's another Florida prickly cockle. Yeah, I do. I inspect a lot of them. I just like the interior color. Got pinks and purples. Sometimes there's orange and yellow. Apple murex. So one of a few different types of murex we can get down here. Oh, oh, this is beautiful. The messier the beach, the better. Wow, that shell is orange. So this is another lightning whelk, much like the one that Jenni had handed me. And just because it's so orange, now I want to see them next to each other. Yeah, look at that. I just love the color. So same species. Is it male, female? No, I don't know. Maybe it's genetics, what they ate. Just interesting. And then here's another one. This is kind of like a middle of the road. I mean, it's in great shape from a color standpoint. That's pretty much your typical looking lightning whelk. Again, the color on this one, but this one's been here a little longer. You can kind of tell it's a little drier, for lack of a better description. You are pretty, kind of light. A couple little chips missing from you, but I got I got my eye on this one. Oh yeah. All right, so the lightning whelk section of the beach has been very, very kind to me. Excellent. And I think I kind of touched on it earlier. It can be really overwhelming. That is another egg cockle. When there are so many shells, my brain doesn't even know where to start. So it can be in a good way, not in a complaining way, in the most awesome, overwhelming way possible. Makes you just want to roll around and yeah, oh, this is, yep, fun, fun, fun. Yeah, well, might as well, right? What are you going to do? You got all these wonderful, beautiful lightning whelks hanging around. Might as well pick them up. Yeah, probably will inspect a fighting conch or two as well. Oh my goodness, I'm Sandy. So that's a fighting conch and a lightning whelk. All right, Jenni's up ahead over there. Lots of shells in front of me, shells by the water. Oh, this is so wonderful. Oh my gosh. Please be in good condition. Oh, you're beautiful. I remember the last big moon snail like this I found. It was on Fort Myers Beach at low tide. Oh my goodness. So that is another shark eye moon snail. Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you, Cayo Costa. So this is a Florida fighting conch. And yeah, on the inside, I'm going gaga. Look at the color. So it's knobless. It doesn't have its knobs. Oh, and it's like this yellow, beautiful, beautiful Florida fighting conch. Now, as I'm enjoying myself over here, Captain Jenny is enjoying herself as well. And look what she found.
My first one.
That's your first one?
55 years.
So yeah, she says, Charmin, are you going to be upset I went ahead of you? And I said, why? Did you find a Genonia? So Jenny found her first Genonia.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, we're celebrating. It was a good one too. Frankly, it was a little bit better than mine. It's a little bit pitted, great size. So yeah, Jenny got her first. I'm really glad that I was there to also witness it and to celebrate with her. So I have already gotten my first. I'll get my second at some point, but Jenny got her first Genonia. Yay! And I got to hold it, which was kind of cool. Now this is a chestnut turban, beautiful little colors on that little shell. And that's another thing I kind of like about the shells we have. Mostly they're on the small side, so I can collect a couple of them. If they were all really big, I wouldn't have room for too many, so I'm really happy. The shells we have here are manageable. The calico clam. Now clam, I know doesn't sound very fancy, but these calico clams are so pretty. It's like the designer clam shell, the calico clam. What am I zoning in on? Okay, another bay scallop. They get a little bit bigger than the calico scallops. Okay, no more lightning whelks here. Oh, not to worry. I'm sure there'll be one or two hiding somewhere. And it's piles like this that, yeah, it's just, oh, it's overwhelming. You don't know where to look. Okay, a broken shark eye. And I do miss, I don't know if it's this shot, I do miss picking up a shell. I was kind of, oh, an egg cockle. So that's another little painted egg cockle. That's pretty. Now this, that is a comb bittersweet. And that is something I typically would think I would be finding on the other coast of Florida, the east coast of Florida, but yet here it is, a comb bittersweet. Okay, that's half of a banded tulip. You're looking kind of see if there's anything I can land my brain and eyes on. Okay, banded tulip, yeah, we'll leave that here. Oh, that's a nice looking little juvenile fighting conch. Oh yeah, that one. I missed the gaudy. Yep, totally missed that gaudy nautica. But frankly, I don't have a lot of these really pretty red bay scallops, so I'm okay with that. What are you gonna do? There's a banded tulip. Awesome. I think Jenny's gonna help me out with the second one. Yep, just to show you, they kind of come in a variety of colors, which is nice. Be still my heart. Oh my gosh. So this is a Florida fighting conch that really, really should not be this zigzaggy. Typically the juveniles will look like this. Oh, that's so cool. So cool. Now this is the top of an alphabet cone, and it just made me think about puka shells, which you typically would not find in Florida. You would really kind of find those in Hawaii. And I recently just kind of discovered that that's what puka shells are. They're the top of cone snails. Didn't know that. So kind of interesting. Oh, here it is. Look at the rich colors on this. So another Florida fighting conch. I know it's a juvenile, but usually the juveniles, they can have a lot of those zigzags on it, and they tend to lose them as they turn into adults. That's right in the middle of the road. Kind of an older juvenile, young adult fighting conch. Oh, hi, little horse conch. Oh, you are so pretty. And shells like that, I used to always remove that brown on them, the periostracum. I don't. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So guess my tastes change. And this is the interior of an Atlantic giant cockle. Gorgeous, that pink, oh my goodness. Beautiful, a beach bowl. Now this one, we have already seen one, calico clam. The color on this is not right. I have never ever seen one like this. This is like the coloring is reminding me of like a Hebrew cone. It's not, there's no pattern to it. It's supposed to be a little bit more uniform. Again, I've just never seen anything like that. And I could try to put one, can you see it? I have a feeling that you serious shellers, you know what I'm talking about. We have the regular one on the right and this new one of mine on the left. Oh, I think that's really neat. I know it's just kind of a pattern difference, but I just think that's really cool. Garbage. Yep, we're going to get that little rubbery thing off the beach. Okay, another shark eye. A lovely moon snail. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and hold on to that. Oh, it's so fun, but it's also really beautiful. So I'm going to be quiet and let you enjoy some beach time. So that other island out there in the distance, that is North Captiva. And so once again, we are on Cayo Costa. And there is a state park on the north end of the island. I've never been up there. I've only been down to the south end. This is a jingle, a common jingle, and it's also called a baby's foot. And then this is a sand dollar. Now our sand dollars down here do have those 5 holes, which makes them aptly called the 5-hole keyhole sand dollar. So it's a flat urchin with a lot of holes in it. Oh, fighting conch. Yeah. Yep, you are. Now this one has knobs. I had mentioned earlier that it was knobless. Oh, okay, barely got a stromboid notch because it's a juvenile. So that row of like spiky things on it, that's what we're going to call knobs. Okay, lettered olive. All right, apparently it wasn't that shiny. Okay, we'll leave that here. But this pear whale, this nice rich color on it. We'll hold on to that. Oh my goodness, another. All right, not quite the monster as that other one earlier, but still really nice. So another really nice looking moon snail. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous too. So yeah, even half the time I got my head down and it's pretty, the other half I pick my head up and it's still pretty. Okay, garbage. Excellent. We'll get that off the beach. All right, we'll leave the quahog here, but yeah, we'll rinse those shells out, but I will take that little piece of aluminum off the beach. Oh, look at the stingray. So yeah, we actually tell people, I believe it's between May and October, to do the stingray shuffle. The stingrays are not going to come after and attack you, but if you accidentally step on one, you might get stung. So that is a little stingray. And I will, if I see a lot of flat sand with not a lot of shells or anything, I will shuffle my feet. It really just gives them the heads up that you're coming their way so that they can safely go about and do their stingray thing without anybody getting harmed. I just think they're so beautiful. And they will, from time to time, jump out of the water. I've seen that happen. Of course, I've never recorded it. But it's just always really, really exciting to encounter these animals. So that was a stingray. That was super cool. Now check this out. I know, this is a small spined sea star, but it's not a star. It's only got 4 legs. And there is literally no indication that it's missing anything. Like this little guy or gal, it's a CX, a C cross. It's not a sea star. Isn't that neat? And it's alive and moving around. Never, ever seen anything like that. Oh, it's so neat. What a weird little thing, right? All right, little CX. do your little CX thing. Oh, that's really cool. Now we will see some regular sea stars. Oh, more lightning whelks. So I'll show you a regular five-armed sea star. Oh, again, with a difference in the colors. Beautiful. All right. Well, oh, there it is. There's a little, now this is what they normally look like. They're 5-armed. No, so it's with its little tube feet. It's kind of picked up a couple of shells for some reason. But yeah, that's what they normally look like. That other one, really interesting, right? Only had 4 arms. So there you go. And I know they technically, I know we always call them starfish, but they're technically sea stars. There's another sea star. That's the way it's supposed to look. Okay, lettered olive. Perfect. Just say hi, little buddy. We already picked up one. Yeah, I don't like to harass everything I see. I'd like to just kind of check them out, let you see them too, and then leave them alone. I'm not going to pick this up as well. This is a living lightning whelk. That black thing, that's the foot or the body, and then you'll see the siphon popping out at the very front of the shell. I'm just showing you size. It's not that big. It looked big underwater though, but then it's like just wanted to kind of give you a reference for size. Now, I did actually stay here on Cayo Costa, and that was really, really fun. I will put that information below in the description box below. So just in case you want to have this adventure and then just kind of scurry back up to your room and take a nap as we're admiring this long-wristed hermit crab that's taking residence in this little shell. I like those. I think those are my favorite hermit crabs because they tend to come out and say hi. Actually, the big reds are really cool too. Now, this was neat. So this is a lightning whelk that there's something dead in it. And these bruised nasses are clearly little carnivores because they're in there and they are having a little smorgasbord. So the buffet is open. Those little bruised nasses are having themselves a delightful little meal. Nothing goes to waste here, that's for sure. And really interesting. And to see how far their body, their bodies come out of their little shells. Oh, I know, I'm losing you. Sorry. So we'll get this. Oh, and I think there might be marginellas, those other last 2 in there. Oh, that's so cool. Nothing goes to waste here. And we have 2 more. Yeah, they wanted to hang on for. All right, you're going to get a little extra TV time. And now you too. Go ahead, finish your meal. That was really neat. An angel wing. Or I guess that would be an angel wing. Yeah, I think, yep, empty barnacles. I know it's a little green, but the size, and they're hardy. Oh, and a broken baby's ear. Yeah, we do have baby's ears, and I knew that because I'd stayed over here. So I was kind of on the hunt for them. Oh, what do we have here? Oh my gosh! It's immaculated baby's ear. I don't have one of these. Oh, I've never found one. Oh, that's so cool. Normally the ones I have are just white. I don't have any of these immaculated baby's ear. Oh, that is cool. Oh my gosh, what a day. So yes, on the bay side of Cayo Costa, you can absolutely find different things like the baby's ears. Oh, we're finding the sea stars over here too. This is just a wee little sea star. You need to be in the water, little friend. So we'll just transport you. You adorable little thing. So yeah, it's like going to a big touch tank. Really lucky that the stuff here in Southwest Florida, for the most part, is quite safe to handle. And it was so calm. It was such a beautiful day. I'm feeling quite lucky that I had the opportunity to come out here with Captain Jenny and explore the island, and it's just been great. Oh, here we have a spider crab. They're docile. They're like whatever. The blue crabs, oh, they're angry. But the spider crabs and the calico crabs, I find them to be really chill. All right, this Sunray Venus clam that seems to be hinged, and I suspect a lightning whelk because I will find those also at Bunch Beach. Lots of lightning whelks. And there's another ground conch, kind of snailing around, doing its thing. So they're still back here as well. Oh dear. So garbage. Yeah, so Jenni and I take garbage off the beach, and Jenni's very committed to doing that too. So we were able to take, I mean, there's big old hunks of tile and stuff. I have no idea how much it weighed. A couple of pounds, I would say. And it's not going to go into my total, which isn't really the important part. The important part is getting the garbage off the beach. So that will go onto the boat, and Jenni did help me get quite a bit of garbage off the beach. Now this is Jenni's haul. We're going to see my haul at the very end. Wait a minute, there we go. Now this is Jenni's haul, and we'll see all the stuff that I collected at the very end of the video. Now, since we were on the boat, we noticed a manatee. There's its little nose. Was right next to the boat, and so I didn't want to get too close. It's illegal, and you don't want to harass the animals. I tried to record it. The water was just too murky. But there was also a manatee encounter as well. So Cayo Costa was awesome, but we're not done yet. We have another couple things that we're going to go do, and that's another reason that I like going out on the water with somebody who is very knowledgeable, like Captain Jenni. She told me about this home that you can see from the water, and it's completely covered in seashells. What? A home covered in seashells? Yes, you heard me correctly. Now, you can only get here from the water. This is a private residence, so I wanted to be respectful. So we kept our distance, but I had another camera with me, so I was able to kind of zoom in a little bit. So this is the home. It's really, really beautiful. Now, back in the day, this was called the Sea Grape Lodge. So if you wanted to go on Facebook or Google and you want to like do any other research for yourself, this place was called the Sea Grape Lodge. And I did find this interior shot on eBay from the Magic Postcard Store from the Sea Grape Lodge. And I think the fireplace is also covered in seashells. Oh, it just is so neat. So yes, these are all lightning whelks. Unfortunately, I think when they originally built this, they took the shells from a shell mound, which are really more historical sites, but you live and learn. And for now, it's an incredible sight to see this really beautiful home. Like I said, completely covered in seashells. What I wouldn't give to kind of just do a walk around the outside of this place, but oh, it was really, really, really neat. And then you'll see a bunch of the sea grapes there, hence the name Sea Grape Lodge. So that is really, really interesting home that I never would have known about if it wasn't for Captain Jenni. So this was another really neat little thing to come out and explore. Respectfully come and look at this home. And guess what? We're not done yet, because one last thing, dolphins just love to play in the water. And so we were heading it out, and sure enough, they started playing, and it's really, really fun. Hopefully people won't kill me, but don't bother going on a dolphin tour. If you go on a boat, the dolphins a lot of times are going to be there. Not always, but this was really fun. So I'm kind of trying to figure out where they're going to play. Okay, you guys are going to play on this side of the boat. I love it. Now there's a couple of them. These are probably, they're playing. I was going to guess that they're males, but well, let's just say that they're playing. And they're rather rambunctious, like they're knocking into each other. It was so fun. Yeah, I would never get tired of watching the dolphins play like this. Oh, it's so exciting. They're big. I mean, hundreds of pounds. These didn't look like they were full-grown adults, but they were pretty darn big. And they do this fun thing. When is it? It's coming up at some point. They're still not. Did you see that? The dolphin completely flipped upside down. All right, one more time. We have to see that again. Slow-mo. Whoa. So they had a great time. I had a great time watching them. Yeah, that was amazing. What a day. That went so fast. I could do this over and over and over. It was so fun. So I did get 5 ounces of garbage off the beach. Oh, if only I had had my scale with me on the island, I would have been able to measure all those tiles and everything. But anyway, in total, I have removed a little over 55 pounds of garbage off our beaches. And I found a couple of really swell things at Cayo Costa today as well. The giant Atlantic cockles, also known as the beach bowls, a couple of those egg cockles. Then we have some Florida fighting conchs, my favorite. There was quite a few lovely ones. And then we have the banded tulips, the Florida prickly cockles, a couple of angel wings, the calico clams, lightning whelks, all dark ones, orange ones, light ones, tops of ones, the buttercup lucine, some surf clams, a yellow prickly cockle, the broad-rib cardita, the pear whelks, a jingle, the white Atlantic simile, some sand dollars, lots of great scallops, including a lot of those bay scallops, some shark eyes, a discodocenia, the sunray Venus clams, one cut-ribbed arc on there. There was one nutmeg, one chestnut turban, a couple of olives, some great worm snails over there. And then we're moving into my favorite stuff. Yeah, that fighting conch, the horse conch, the baby's ear, the comb bittersweets, there was a more than one, that really cool calico clam, the shark eye, couple of scallops, that rough scallop there, just the whole day. And I can't tell you about the animals, the stingray, the crown conchs, the dolphin. I mean, it just was an amazing day. Patreons, I hope you had at least just half as much fun as I did, because I had myself a ball. Thank you so very much for supporting me. And I showed you, you got to see that stingray before anybody else. So if you do like little sneak peeks, I've been better at it, head on over to Patreon. You can join in the fun over there. Next week, we're going to have more fun. We're going down to Dickman's in the 10,000 Islands, and 10,000 Islands means fun. And fun we shall have. So I hope you have yourself a great week, and I will see you again next Sunday.